Hey everybody, it's Adam Schmele with Integrated Consulting and Advisory Solutions here with a Workflow Wednesday tip. And this is something that I am super excited to share with you all because in all honesty, I certainly I don't want to pretend that I know everything about Redtail. I certainly don't, and I am learning every single day. But my hope with these videos is that on about a bi-weekly basis, I'll be providing just little tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the way and that I've learned from other people as well that I hope you can implement into your practice to help you be a little bit more effective and efficient with the CRM. And I actually learned this little tip when I hosted a workflow workshop for Redtail a couple of weeks ago that some of you may have been on, and it was at the absolute tail end of the workshop. So some of you might have already jumped off the call when I learned this little trick. So one of the things that had always, for lack of a better word, frustrated me about Redtail was that when you're working in a client record and you're working in workflow here, I had always thought how nice it would be to be able to send bulk emails or use your email templates from the common tasks field. So if you're already in a workflow and you get to the point, if we're scheduling appointments with a client, right, we want to contact the client, we call them, we leave a voicemail, or we talk with them and we say, hey, Mr. Client, John Doe in this situation, I'll send you a follow-up email to this voicemail so that you have another reminder in your inbox so that hopefully we can get together. And I always thought it would be great what I always thought would be great is if you could use the bulk email field or the email templates in Redtail. But what I would always hear in the common tasks, but the way I had my system set up, or what I thought Redtail was doing, is that when I would click on the contact card and I would go ahead and click on John's email, what it would do, it would populate my own email. And I obviously don't have scripts in this email or anything like that. So I would have to cut and paste out of a Word document and fill in mail merge fields and things like that. But what Nora showed me at the tail end of the webinar last time, which again, some of you might have missed, is the issue with what I was doing. And it's such a simple fix that I'm so mad at myself that it took this long to figure it out, but I'm so happy that we're now implementing it, is it all has to do with the way in which your email, the way in which Redtail is using your email. So this only works if you are having Redtail either A, host your email, or B, you have the ability to quote unquote link in your email account into Redtail. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your preferences section. So clicking up here clicking on the database username, go down to preferences, and you're going to scroll all the way down here till you get to your email. And you'll notice that we have our email information in here. Now, this was what I was doing wrong. I had it set up on external to use an external email client. Now watch what happens if I go and click down to use internal. I go ahead and save preferences. And now what I can do is I can go back into John Doe's. I'm going to refresh the database one time here. The left hand talks to the right hand from a tab standpoint. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to call, hey, John, good to talk to you again. I know you don't have your calendar in front of you, so I'm going to send you a follow-up email to this voicemail or to our conversation here so that you can go ahead and schedule an appointment. Now, rather than having to do the cut and paste of everything, what I can do is I can click on the contact card, I can click on his email, and now Redtail is going to pull from with the internal client, the internal emailing client that Redtail has. If I've uploaded my email templates, which that's really where this little tip benefits you, is to click on the email template, and then now I can go and say, you know what, this is a request for review. Now what it's done is it's put my subject line in, it's used mail merge fields, it's given everything that I need to have for that appointment right here. I can go ahead, I can scroll down, I can click send email, and I'm done. So again, a nice little trick. If you have your email filtered into, or I should say connected to Redtail, go ahead and make that little switch if you haven't already. Again, go into preferences, scroll down till you get to your email, and instead of having it set on external, which would, every time you clicked on an email, open up Outlook or iMail or whatever email client you're using, if you set it to internal, it will now pull the email client within Redtail, and you'll be able to utilize any email or any broadcast email templates that you have up in Redtail. So hopefully this little tip helps you, and check back in a couple of weeks where we will send out an additional Workflow Wednesday tip.